So, what is going on, YouTube? It is me, Flash Jones, back again with another video. And for this video, what we're going to do now is I'm just going to show you guys, I guess you can call it a how-to, how I install my signals. At least how I get them installed. I'm not going to show you wiring and all that. It's self-explanatory. It's just nitpicky as hell, and it just takes a while. But I'm going to show you guys how I get mine in, what I do, and yeah, let's do it. With that being said, let's jump right on into it. Alright, so first thing you're going to need, obviously, your signal. Okay. Second thing you'll need is, this was a Home Depot, what do you call them? A paint stick. This was a 5-gallon paint stir stick. I had some gray, almost empty now, but I had some Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch 2X Ultra Cover Flat Gray Primer. Okay, I've used it for a few different ones already. I just took them outside, sprayed them, let them sit, gave it a light second coat just to make sure that it got in there, and then I cut them down, the ones that I needed at least, into smaller pieces with my jigsaw. Okay, self-explanatory, right? Okay. Pause this real quick. Okay. Next thing you're gonna need, cordless drill. Yeah, cordless drill. Okay. Lay that down. Last thing you need, or one of the last things you need, is a set of drill bits. Where is it at? I use this one, the 964 bit. If it'll focus. Come on. There we go. I used a 964 bit for the first one, for a different one, and it was a little loose. If you want a snug fit, if you're planning on super gluing your signals down, then yeah, go ahead and use a 964 bit or even the 532nd bit. You'll be fine. You have more than enough space to be able to slide these wires through there. Okay. But I like to have a snug fit just because I'm not gluing my signals in. I'm just kind of placing them in, and hopefully if I ever bump them, they come out of their hole and lay flat rather than me bumping them and snapping the signal in half, therefore snapping the wires as well. So I believe, I don't remember, I believe I've been using the 764 bit and possibly the 332nd bit. I think the 332nd was too small. I think it was the either the 8th or the 764 bit. You can always obviously start small, and if it's too tight for your comfort, then hey, just go to the next size up, and you know, keep going until you're comfortable. Once again, this is just how I do my stuff. Take the advice or leave it. I don't really care. Just showing you how I do mine. One more thing, if you guys get this set, the 116 drill bit is very fragile. As you see, I broke one, but got it from Home Depot. It's a DeWalt. Thought it'd be a little stronger, but it's all right though. All the others, I've used all the other ones. They're pretty good. But yeah, like I said, the 764 bit or even the 332nd bit, I'll let you know which one I use when I get to that point. But yeah, so last thing you need, some sort of vacuum. Okay, some sort of vacuum. All right. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through, so to say, how I get my signal. As you guys can see there, that is where I'm going to be placing this signal-headed block signal by BLMA. I'm actually going to be using this one. I already took it out of the package. That one's going to go somewhere else. But, sorry for all the shakiness, but that is where it's going to go. So what I did initially was I took some of my Loctite power grab. Okay. You can put a glove on. You don't have to if you're, gonna wash your hands like normal people. You just take some, put on your finger, You rub it against it, you know, just smear it on there, get a nice amount, and then you just take wherever you know you're gonna put it. If it's a small little square like this one, you can easily just put some on the right down on the foam as well. And that's what I did. I put some on the board itself, on the wood itself, and then I put some down on the foam, and then applied it and put some weight on it and let it sit and let it set. So that's what I did there. Didn't really feel like I needed to show you that. The next step will be just drilling the hole out. Okay, hold on. And there you guys can see, drilled the hole. Oh, by the way, I used the 1/8 bit for this one. Yeah, the 764 bit seemed a little small, so I used the 1/8 bit, and it's all good. It's working fine. Or at least I think it'll be fine. So yeah, so next is just gonna be grabbing the signal and trying to install it. All right, hold on. All right, so the next thing you want to do, obviously, that's sharp, is get your signal. Okay, get your signal and pull it out of the packaging. You know, obviously examine it, make sure that it's you know, looking good. Make sure nothing's broken, nothing's snapped, everything looks correct. And then you're gonna want to carefully undo. Jeez, hate this part sometimes. You're gonna want to just carefully unwind the wiring back so that you can, you know, install it and use it. And you're gonna want to be pretty gentle. Now, what I usually do, or let me rephrase that, what I do is if you're a model railroader, you should have these tools, and they're pretty much micro screwdrivers, micro flatheads and whatnot. If you're doing anything with wires this small, chances are, whatever circuitry you're putting them in, the wiring or the mechanism is probably going to be just as small. Like the signal man that I have for these, to control the signals, I need to use pretty much a bit this small. And I know the camera's not going to pick up on it, but and I think it rubbed off, but I think it's, I don't know what size. This is pretty small. Almost, you know, jewelry or jeweler sized screwdriver. I'm sorry, flathead. And be patient. Obviously, you see the signal itself moving back and forth a little bit. Just be patient. Hold the signal as much as you can by the base. Okay? Don't just grab it by the wires and trying to go to work with it. That's how you snap the wires on the inside, or you pull them out from the head. So just go slow, be patient. It's gonna feel like it's taking forever, and it is. But if you've been having a bad day, this is not what you want to come and do. And I'm not gonna edit any of this out, just for the purpose of wanting to show you how long it can take to get these wires out. And this is, keep in mind, this is just a single-headed signal. Okay? Imagine doing that 3-track signal bridge. Well, I can tell you firsthand, it ain't fun. Okay? It ain't fun at all. Got all these damn wires. Just breathe, take your time. Check, make sure the camera still got it. Okay. Yep. Don't pull on them too much. You obviously need to pull them a little bit to stretch the wiring out just a little bit. Don't try not to pull, because as you guys, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up on it, but I'll try to get close up on it there. Oh, that's too close. You see how the wire's kind of zigzagging?
without trying to drop it. I'm not sure if you see the loops in the wire that it creates from it being packaged this way. If you just come to the signal, you just try to pull it straight, you're gonna have kinks in the wire, kind of like how a water hose, you get a kink in the water hose and no water comes through. I'm sure the electricity still pass through it, but you're just making it easier for the wires to snap if it ever gets to that point. So I recommend that you drink a glass of water or something, cool off, then come try to detangle these wires and play with this finicky BS. But it is nerve-wracking, to say the least, especially if you have a multiple-headed signal mast or a signal bridge with 4 heads on it, or even a signal bridge with 6 heads on it. And there you go. Finally got that out, and I felt like that took like 20 minutes, but it probably only took like 5. But when you're doing stuff this tedious, it's annoying, very annoying. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, okay, is in order to get these wires through the hole, what I was doing initially is I was just trying to take the wires and I was just trying to shove them through the hole like this. And I found very, very quickly that that wasn't working. And I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna take this video off the count to try.
So you see how tiny the wires are? Okay. Like I said, I was just saying, when I first was doing this initially with some of the other signals, I was just trying to shove these wires down the hole like this, and it wasn't working out too well for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I figured out it'd be a little easier. Okay, and zoom out a little bit. Okay, so what I did, and depending on how calm you are and how light-handed you are, you should be able to do this too. So what I did was took the signal, okay, or I'm sorry, I took the wires and I used my index finger and I just created a U, okay, just a light little U within the wire, okay, and then okay, sorry about that. Then I took the wires, okay, Jesus, took the wires and then I kind of crimped them slightly and lightly. Okay, normally I do this with 2 hands. Okay. And I just kind of bring the corner of it to a point, kind of how it was when it came, how it was packaged. Okay. And you should have a little loop-de-loop at the bottom. Okay, and the purpose of that is when you go to shove these wires down this hole, when you have the wires, you see how they're poking out like that? Okay, had you kind of like how I did, sorry about that, trying to just shove these wires down the hole, they would always get caught on the wood, or they'd get caught on something. So what I'm doing is, since I created that loop-de-loop at the bottom, I could just use that as, you know, the point and push the oh my goodness. Like I said, I usually do this with 2 hands, trying to do it one-handed. So with the loop-de-loop at the bottom, I'm gonna pause this, hold on. What I had to do, I had to take a little break from it because it was starting to piss me off. So took a little break, came back, cooled down a little bit. And what I did is I put the signal back, and I should have showed you that, but I usually put the signal back in the casing for this, because if not, trying to grab the signal by the wires and do what you need to do with it, it's going to want to move around and jitter and all that other stuff, and it get pretty annoying. Okay, now as you see there, I got it in the loop-de-loop. Okay, you see the leads for the wires, they're up where the tip of my index finger is. Okay, so I'm going to take the loop-de-loop and I'm going to feed the loop-de-loop down the hole. Okay, and then for this, you have to use the wire, the rest of the wire, and push gently down the hole. Okay. If you try to do this the other way, meaning that you just take the leads with them exposed and trying to push them down. Obviously, you can do this, bring the case closer to, but you're never gonna get it down there unless you make a hole so wide that the base slides right through it. You don't want that. So just keep sliding it in. Okay. Now I got it to a point where I need to take the signal out and push it in. Okay, just remember to be gentle. You don't need too much force with these. Okay. Trying to do this one-handed for you guys. It's not working out too well for me. See if I can do it like this. There we go. Ooh, sorry about that. So, got it pretty much down in there how I need to. And then, boom. And it's a pretty nice fit. It's a little more loose than what I really want, but that's actually pretty perfect. It's not moving around too easily. Now, if you want, take just a drop, just a little dot of super glue and just sit it on there, and you'll be fine. But I'm not going to do that. Like I told you guys, I want my signals to be pretty much free. The only time I did for one single-headed signal, the other one that I showed you earlier, and the only reason I did that was because that one kept moving. I used the 964 bit, and it was too wide, and therefore the base moved and the wires moved, and they just moved around whenever they wanted to. As weird as that sounds. So I had to put a drop of glue on that one. But as you see there, I've moved it how I need it to be. I could have it like that if I wanted to, and it stays. You know, but I want it to be pretty much like that, so that you can see the signal as you're coming up the climb before you get to the turnout. So if you gotta stop, you got time to stop. Okay. Now, one thing you may wonder is why I put the base down there. I don't know. I felt like I wanted just to have it to look, not so to say more prototypical. I just wanted to have more of a raised look to it. Wanted to sit sturdy. Not that I don't trust this foam. I just wanted it to have a nice sturdy base. Since these BLMA signals, since they don't come with bases like other signals do, I wanted to put a nice, give it a nice base and give it something sturdy to sit on. And if I needed to glue it, I'd rather glue it to this wooden base rather than this foam, which could get ripped at any given time. So guys, that's how I pretty much install it. I'm not going to show you wiring. Honestly, it would take me too long too. This video is already 20 minutes, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But that's pretty much how I do it, man. Get your signal, get a drill, go to Home Depot, ask them for some paint sticks. Tell them you bought some paint, and come home, prime them. Oh, I meant to explain that. The reason why I primed them is because eventually I will paint it. Whether it be with some ground covered colored paint, or even if I just put some regular ground foam over the top of it. I didn't want it to be that woody tan color. It wouldn't have gone with my layout at all. I'll have more gray than tan on my layout. So the tan or the gray was just a better touch for my liking and whatnot. But that's why I did that, and obviously to keep it from warping. That's the only reason why I use the primer. The main reason why I use the primer is to keep it from warping, the wood from warping, and just to, give it a nice look. So, like I said, that's how I do it. All you need is your signal, your drill, your primer, some wood, and a vacuum, and and some Loctite glue or whatever glue you want to use. You cut it, put it in place, drill your hole out, and I'm telling you, if you do it the way that I just showed you, you're gonna save a lot of time trying to slide these signal wires down in these holes. If not, good luck to you. Do it however you're gonna do it. You're gonna have a massive headache. God bless. That's all I'm saying on that. But that's it. That's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this little how I do my signals. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys be safe. I hope you guys enjoy what you guys are doing. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe for more videos, more how-tos, more product reviews. And actually, today is Saturday. I got a nice box of goodies coming this week. So I got a few things coming. I know I haven't done a layout update in a while, but I got some stuff coming. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a nice, safe day. Drink water, hydrate. God bless. Peace.